We're here with Wheaton soccer head coach Steve McCrath following his team's thrilling 1-0 win in the city on Saturday night against North Park University. Coach, your thoughts, your reflections from an exciting win for your team?
Well, North Park's such a good team, and every year they're in the top two votes for where they're going to end up at the end of the conference season. So you know that's one of the staple games of the conference run is you kind of got to go through North Park, and literally we went through North Park. We had to go over there, and it's a tough place to play. And to find the success that we did, I think the guys, I actually felt that we were not in the game as much as maybe statistically we actually ended up being. And I love the challenge. I love going against teams that are going to make you be who you're supposed to be. And that was a nice thing to see our guys stand firm, stay to game plan, and actually pull the victory out, to be the ones to really, I guess as they would say it, pull out the dagger and make the strike. So that was an awesome experience to see our guys really, as a full unit, do a great job together.
And your team became the first side to actually keep North Park scoreless this year. Just a word on the team's defensive solidity, 3 straight shutouts now for Wheaton.
Yeah, they say that losing, you can either grow from it or learn from it. And or win or learn. And we had that week where we just really didn't play very good football, even in one of those games being a win, but then to lose the 2 next games, there was a little bit of a, hey, we've got to kind of get back to basics and we need to admit some things in the mirror. And so we had a challenge for the group, and I think that they did a nice job of accepting it, taking it really as a professional criticism, no finger pointing. It was like, we need as coaches to explain better, we need to train better, you need to accept, you need to do. So the great part of it is to see them recover in such a way that, to get 3 straight shutouts when the entire season we hadn't kept anybody really off the board other than the Chicago game. You have to have a little bit of a pattern. Like, you have to start doing things right to have that work out in your favor. So really impressed with how the group has decided that they took the challenge and took the correction. So it's a very, very pleasing to be a part of this process with them.
And now this week, 2 more road matches coming up, including a test at Illinois Wesleyan on Wednesday, who's having a really good season right now. Just how you keep your team prepared, looking ahead to 2 tough road games and the sort of challenges that you might face this week.
It's boring, but you have to just stick with next game. Who is the next game? Then you prepare. You always get a little bit of an idea ahead of time. You've got to solidify certain things. What kind of behaviors do we need to start thinking about in 2 weeks' time? We've been kind of doing some of those things as we prepare down the season, but at the end of it all, we got to go to a very difficult place to play. And with Wesleyan, the way they play in general, their style of play, and the results that they get, it's no fluke. You don't win 7 games and not have any more than 1 loss if you're fluking it. You've got a real team there. And so what we'll have to do is we'll have to face the mindset that, look, a road game is a road game, and it shouldn't be any different in how we do what we do so that we can look for successful ends. And so I think right now the main thing is, are we taking care of ourselves? What's the body count after games like a North Park and any conference game, really, not North Park, just the fact that any conference game is really important to put out so much effort. And so I think at this point, it'll just be, look, Wesleyan's a really tough team. How do we defeat team over team? And that's where we're focusing right now.